Culture, 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 culture TV. Culture, culture, culture.
Yebo, 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 yebo. When I say this is Africa, you say what? You say yebo. When I say this is Africa, you say what? You say yebo. Yeah, man. Welcome to the African Connection show. You know, this is being recorded live from the motherland, right from the heart of Africa, Kenya. You know, I'm your host, Mr. Juice Jabali Africa. Today, we are fortunate enough to have Mr. MARVIN, Chef MARVIN Woods, all the way from the United States. He's here in Kenya, and he's about to set up a restaurant with some Western influence, a mix of that and the African-American cuisine. You know, this guy is originally from the United States, New Jersey. He's here to show us what he got and the future plans. Yeah, without further ado, let's go check out Mr. MARVIN Woods, because today we are going to taste some American cuisine. You know what I mean? When I say this is a free Kia, you say what? You say yebo. Yeah, man.
Culture, 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 culture TV. Culture, 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 culture TV. The African, the African, the African connection. The African, the African, the African connection.
Yebo, yebo, yebo. Mr. Woods. Jambo, jambo, jambo. I see you learning some Swahili, bro.
I'm trying.
Yaman, 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 yaman. We are here.
We're here.
This is Mr. Chef MARVIN Woods, all the way from the United States. You know, but you know, they say no matter where you come from, as long as you're a black man, you are an African.
That's for sure.
Welcome to Africa, bro. Yaman. Yaman. So today, he's gonna show us what is made of and what is up to here in Kenya, here in the motherland. I can see the logo too.
Yeah.
You're gonna talk about this in the show, you know?
Yeah.
You see that? I like that, man. I like that.
Representing the motherland.
Yeah, representing the
States.
motherland. Anywhere you go.
Anywhere.
I said it. You just say it. As long as you're a black man, you're an African.
That's it.
You can't run away from that.
Nope.
But we're here for what? One love. One love.
One love.
So don't get it wrong, because we have to embrace us. For us, by us. Yaman. Yebo, 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 yebo. When I say this is Africa, you say what? You say yebo. When I say this is a free Kia, you say what? Yebo. That's what I'm talking about, Mr. MARVIN. Yeah, man. Welcome to the African Connection show. I'm your host, Mr. Juice Jabali Africa. Today we are privileged, man. Today, and I came here hungry. We are privileged to have Mr. MARVIN Woods. This guy has been around. He's been in every corner of the United States, setting up and making very nice cuisines, original cuisines, you know, and we are fortunate, I would say, and out of all these African countries, Kenya, the city of Nairobi is going to be fortunate enough to have Mr. MARVIN here, cook some foods for us. I've tasted his foods back in America, and he's now here in Nairobi. He's going to tell us more. But Mr. MARVIN.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Once again, welcome to African, welcome to Kenya, welcome to Nairobi.
Karibu.
Yeah, this is where I was born.
Yes.
This is where I did all my schooling, and then I came to America when I was a young guy, and pursuing my career.
Yeah.
But now, you don't know how happy I am. You know, to have you here, because I always say, it's only us to tell our own stories.
That's for sure.
And when I say it's for us telling our own stories, it's not political, or it's not. It's for us by us.
Yes.
What I mean is, Africans need to tell our own stories, and we want also other African Americans to repatriate and come back to the motherland, because we have to tell our own stories. It's been too long we've been, kept on the side a little bit, here and there.
Yeah.
But right now, it's for us, by us, Mr. Marvin Woods. Welcome to Africa.
Thank you, sir.
Today I came here hungry. I'm very hungry. After this show.
Literally and figuratively.
Yeah. Once again, Mr. Marvin, Chef Marvin, being called a chef is not a small thing because you're just like the doctor, whatever.
Just like.
Yeah, just like the doctor.
Just like.
Because whatever you're cooking is your own experience, but whatever you're cooking is also, it has to be healthy to the people that you're feeding.
Right.
So, Mr. Marvin, can you tell us who Mr. Marvin is? I want to know who's Mr. Marvin Woods. The chef.
The chef. Chef, foodologist, orator, cookbook author, television host, African.
That's what's up. Yeah, man.
Okay.
Yeah, man.
Okay.
You have to embrace yourself, man.
Man,
we have to, man.
listen.
We have to.
All my career, I have done food. After I became learned, classically trained, when I started doing my own thing, I always reach back to the motherland. I always have African, Caribbean influence in my food. Man. Always.
That's awesome, man.
I wrote a cookbook, came out in 2000. It's called Low Country.
Yeah.
When you talk about the Low Country, you have to talk about the ancestors, right?
Yes,
so America has this big black eye,
yeah,
slavery, etc. But what came out of that was bringing our people to this new land.
Yeah.
And one of the main jobs that our people had was providing food.
Yeah.
Cooking, right?
Yeah.
But also farming.
Yeah.
So they didn't just bring their cooking skills, but they brought their farming and skills and techniques.
Yeah.
They also brought spices and flavors that this new world didn't know anything about. Man, I based my foundation of cooking on that. After I went to school, that's what I attached myself to.
Yeah.
So I have this company,
Yeah.
Coastal Soul.
Yes.
That's a map of the motherland.
Coastal Soul Kitchen.
Exactly.
I see that, man.
That's my company.
Yeah.
It's the map of the motherland.
I see the map of the motherland right there. Yeah. And the color of our skin.
Okay.
We love it.
Listen.
It's nice and brown.
I tell people, I've been saying this for as long as I've been a chef in America, you can't talk about American food unless you talk about the influence from Africa.
Africa.
Period.
Yeah. Because
Period.
I understand. And if I'm wrong, correct me.
Yeah.
Because I've been in America for quite a while.
Right.
And I've always been fascinated by the African American.
Of course.
But let me say the Africans in the diaspora.
Yeah.
Because I've been all over the United States.
Yes.
And I've always heard, I also read somewhere, I've seen Aunt Jemima on the shelves. I've heard a lot of, you just talked about a very important aspect, the spices.
Yeah.
Because a lot of, if you go down the southern,
That's right.
the southern states, is African American cuisine.
Yeah.
Even the north.
Yeah.
A lot of,
For sure.
a lot of the foods that
For
you
sure.
find,
For sure.
and
For sure.
a lot of majority of restaurants in America has an African influence in there.
If it's American food,
it
has some kind of African influence.
Yes.
African American influence.
Yes.
That's where this soul food comes from.
Yeah, soul food.
That's where southern flavor comes from.
Yeah.
But it all comes from here.
Yeah, it comes from here.
Right?
Yeah.
It all comes from here.
Yeah.
So I love this podcast.
Yeah.
Because just like you said, if we don't tell our story, people don't know.
Nobody's going to tell us.
We don't know.
And I've heard actually a lot of spices.
Yeah.
From the motherland, or some of the foods that our people used to make. Yeah. Some of the patents were patented by some slave masters or some unscrupulous people that stole the patents and patent their recipes and all that. Those are the things I've been following. I follow a lot of this stuff.
Yeah.
I follow a lot of this stuff. It's not just coming from nowhere.
Right.
Because when I came to America, the first time I wanted to know about my people.
Yeah.
I really wanted to know about African Americans.
Sure.
and our stories and all that, you know.
Well, our story's been hijacked. So, going back to this book that I wrote.
Yeah.
So when I started doing research, one of the biggest imports to the States was rice. Was rice.
Rice.
So through the slave trade.
Yeah.
So that western part, Sierra Leone, Guinea-Bissau, right? They were already producing rice.
Yes.
So there's 2 strands of rice in the world.
Yeah.
One of the original strands of rice comes from Africa.
So
So
see, I didn't know that.
exactly. So I'm doing research on this
And
book.
those most people don't know
Okay.
that. Now you know.
Right.
Yeah.
So I'm doing research on this book that I'm gonna write on low country cuisine, and when I start connecting the dots and tracing back, that's how rice got to America.
Yes.
So this area, low country,
Yes.
80 square miles, Charleston, South Carolina, Savannah, Georgia. It predates New Orleans.
Yeah, New Orleans.
You've been to New Orleans.
I've been there.
This area that I speak of is 100 years older than New Orleans. Wow. So
And that's in Savannah, right?
that's right.
I know.
So
I've been to
Savannah
Savannah.
to Charleston.
Yeah.
So they gave it this term, low country. It's below sea level.
Yeah.
But also because of the influence of the food. But this particular area, for 100 years, they produce rice.
Yeah.
They produce
For
rice
100 years.
for 100 years in this part of the country. Nobody knows that.
Because
I
the
didn't learn
first-
that in culinary school. I didn't learn that in any school. I did my research and learned that. Okay?
Yeah.
That's American history when
Yeah.
it comes to food, when
Yeah.
it comes to what we bring to the
Man,
table.
Marvin, man, you're something else, because we said it again. We have to write our own stories.
Have to.
That came from you. It didn't come from school.
No, man.
Because school was set up by people. That's someone's point of view.
Exactly.
I'm not saying it's negative, but also
His story.
His story.
His
story, not your story.
Yeah, exactly.
You know why I'm gonna believe you more?
Yeah.
Because you're genuine about yourself,
Yeah.
who you are, and as an African.
Yeah.
I would not believe this story if it came from a non-African. I'm not racist.
Yeah.
But Africans, again, as I said, we've been put down for a very long time.
Long time.
So we do not want to pass this to the next generation.
No.
We want the next generation to know the truth.
Yes. Yes.
If there was negativity, if we were involved, because I hate the narrative that, even Africans were involved in the slavery, but who introduced the slavery here? Who made these people become slave traders?
Yeah.
Somebody came with the idea.
Yeah.
So I hate that narrative that I always hear. Even the African, no. We
It's
need to
still
point.
different.
Yeah.
It's different anyway.
It's different.
Because this thing of capturing you, your family, putting you on a boat, sending you across the world, these Africans didn't know that.
They didn't know that.
Okay.
Somebody
And then
came up
you
with
get
that.
over there.
Yes.
And they sell you off like cattle.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
And some of them never made it.
Exactly. A lot of them.
A lot of them never made it.
A lot of them
being
never made
thrown in the Atlantic Ocean.
Yeah.
You know,
A
so
lot never made it.
so this is.
So, yeah,
I love this.
I'm
I love
not-
this because
That's not my
from
name.
your books,
Yeah.
man. I like people. I like people who are creative like that.
Yeah.
You did that from your own research,
Yeah.
not the distorted history that we
Definitely
get
not.
everywhere.
Definitely
Because I'm tired.
Yeah.
I'm a generation of that came up, that was born after independence, in quotes.
Right.
But we are not yet independent.
No.
Because we need to be free.
We have work
and
to do.
liberalize trade, control our economies,
Yeah.
all these things, until where we're going to come on a 50-50 table with the buyers. You understand me? From the natural resources to even the foods and all these things. When we're going to come to the 50-50 on the bargaining table, that's when I'm going to say we are free.
We're not there yet.
We can't let these things go on like that.
But this is one of the steps.
Yeah.
This is one of the steps to helping us get there.
Yeah.
Right? Learning about
Yeah.
ourselves, learning about our stories,
Yeah.
telling our stories.
Yeah.
So the ones behind us,
Yes.
oh, okay. I see that. I want to be like that person.
Yeah.
You know, I've been doing this culinary thing, man, for 30 years now, right?
Yeah.
And I have people, at one point I had a television show.
Yeah.
And I have people that look like us
Yeah.
are now older. They're now in the industry.
Yes.
Thank you, brother.
Yeah.
I used to watch you.
Yes.
I never saw anybody that looked
Anybody.
like
That's what I'm
you
saying.
until you did it.
Yeah.
Now you did it. Now
Yeah.
I feel like I can do it.
Yeah.
Whether it's television or not, or
Yeah.
running a restaurant,
Yeah.
or being a chef, or whatever it is, right? but they never saw it before.
Yes.
And so I'm one of those cats in the
Yes.
States. I was one of the first cats that they saw.
Yes.
I was one of the first cats that did the cookbook,
Yeah.
right? Oh, if he can do it, I want to do it.
Yeah.
I see him doing it.
You know, that's inspiring a generation.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
And that's what we got to do.
Yeah, we have to. We are,
That's
and
what we
this
gotta do.
life, when you've done something for that long,
Yeah.
30 years,
Yeah.
it's no longer your business.
No.
It's a people's, it's
Oh.
a community's business. So you have to know that.
Yeah.
Over 30 years, I'm saying that again. If you've been doing something that is positive
Yeah.
to the community for over 30 years, it's not about you. It's about the community.
Yeah, man.
Whether you like it or not, it's about the community.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Mr. Chef Marvin Woods has 3 books. He was in one of the cable TV shows that I used to see. I used to watch in America because I've been in America half of my life. So I saw a lot of places evolving. And I've been to many places in America where I've seen the positives and the negatives and the narratives and the other lies that we hear, the truths and the lies, you know. But I'm glad at least we can tell these things ourselves.
Yeah,
So
for
we're
sure.
going to take a short break.
Yep.
And when we come back with Mr. Marvin Woods, we're going to see the action. When I say this is Africa, you say what?
Jumbo!
When I say this is Africa, you say what?
Jumbo!
Come on. We'll be right back. Yebo, yebo, yebo. Welcome back. I'm your host, Mr. Juice Jabali Africa. We are here today with Mr. Marvin. As I said again, I came here hungry. Hungry and angry. You know, I'm a starving man here. And I got a chef here, the guy with the magic hands, you know, all the way from the US. But also, he owns a company. What's the name of that company again, Mr. Melvin?
Coastal Soul Kitchen.
Coastal Soul Kitchen. You can see, you know, this is for us, by us, but we also welcome other people in there. If you want to come experience that, Mr. Marvin is bringing this experience here in Nairobi. This is a guy who has owned 3 restaurants in the US, Miami, another one in Atlanta, and another one where?
Charlotte, North
Charlotte,
Carolina.
North Carolina. Yeah, I heard about that.
Yes.
So, and now he wants to bring that experience right here in Nairobi, Kenya. How fortunate are we? You know, when I say for us by us, it's for us by us. When I say this is Africa, you say what? You say yebo.
Yebo.
Mr. Marvin.
Yes, sir.
What are we having today here, man?
So I'm just going to throw a little something together so we can snack on.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
It's a little after Christmas leftovers, really.
Yeah, I know. He actually made
Yeah.
very good food for us over Christmas, and also we were guinea pigs.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, we were sampling what's coming up in Nairobi. We're
Yeah.
not joking here. That's it.
So I got this, I got a little leftover smoked chicken. So I made
Yeah.
some smoked chicken for
Yeah.
Christmas Day. This was part of the guinea pig
Yeah,
part.
yeah. It was really yummy, and also I think we shall reveal the menu later.
Yeah, we can definitely do that.
Yeah, we
can
don't
definitely
want those colonizers to come and
do that. Yeah, we can definitely do
and
that.
hijack stuff
Yeah,
here.
yeah. So
yeah.
let's just keep it as it's gonna be a little chicken stir fry.
Yeah.
Throw a little Asian sauce, Asian flair on it.
Yeah.
So I got a little smoked chicken. I got some bell peppers, some red onions, some garlic.
Mm-hmm.
Throw a little spinach in there. Toss with a little sesame oil. You know, just a little something while we talking.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Okay. So to the chicken concept,
Yeah.
we love chicken.
Yes, I know. Chicken is number one.
Our people.
Yeah,
love
our people
chicken.
love chicken. We love chicken.
And
you know,
so-
now you guys, you're Luyas. You know Luyas. My community here.
Yeah.
We love chicken.
Okay.
You know, we love that. Ingohoyo msereha. You know what I mean? You know, msereha is that traditional spice they normally put there. You know, it's wicked.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
So we thinking about doing a little chicken concept here in the motherland, in Kenya,
yeah.
in Nairobi.
Yes.
Right?
That would be great.
With a little American flair to it.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So we'll see.
Man, yeah,
We'll
that's
see.
nice, man. Mr. Marvin has been around, you know. And also, Mr. Marvin has gone, he's toured the world, you know. This is not the first African country.
No.
Yeah, man, where are we?
I'm about to put some garlic in the pan.
Yeah, some garlic in the can? Okay, in the pan.
In the pan.
Yeah.
Okay, so
So I was asking you, how many countries have you traveled to? You know?
yes,
Because-
in the motherland.
Yeah.
So South Africa, Congo,
Uh-huh.
Congo, Tanzania,
yeah.
Zanzibar,
Uh-huh.
Kenya.
Yeah.
What's that? 5? 6?
And now you're now Kenyan.
Yeah.
Why Kenya? Why Kenya?
Family.
Okay.
So my younger sister
Yeah.
has moved here about 2 years ago.
Yeah.
So I have family here.
Yeah, you have family.
And so I came to explore, came to see.
Yeah.
I like it,
Yeah.
right?
Good to
So
see you. And
I've been here. We need to do something here food-wise, so
Yeah,
I came to check it out.
Yeah, that would be great. You know, and if you need entertainment, let me know.
Of course. Of course.
That's all.
You know somebody?
That's somebody. You know somebody. Me.
I know somebody.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. So that's garlic and
Garlic, little peppers.
Yeah.
You know, just
yeah, man. Yeah, by the way.
build the flavor. Build the flavor.
Yeah,
Onion.
Yeah.
Just building some flavor. That's
So
all.
do you normally cook with organic stuff, or because I saw when you're cooking,
Yeah.
your food is well balanced.
Yeah.
There's what do you call it? It's balanced.
Yeah.
It's a balanced diet.
So, not always necessarily organic,
Okay.
but fresh.
Uh-huh.
Fresh is the most important thing.
Yeah.
Organic is the thing that became very marketable in America.
Yeah.
So, for example, there are some people that actually need to subscribe to an organic diet.
Yeah.
Because unfortunately, we don't necessarily produce food that's clean all the time.
Organic.
right?
Yeah.
So the chemicals, the pesticides,
Yeah.
insecticides, all that stuff.
Yeah.
If you have a immune system
Yeah.
that is not strong or weak, etc., that stuff is going to have a negative effect on you.
Mm-hmm.
So I always say to people, if you can get away with just eating fresh,
Mm-hmm.
naturally made, that's fine. But if you need to take it a step further and do organic, do organic.
Uh-huh.
But the other thing is too, speaking of the balance, right?
Mm-hmm.
So color.
Yeah.
Color in food is balanced.
It's balanced.
Right?
It got it.
The more color you have,
Yeah,
the better it is for you and your system. So vegetables are always a big component of what I'm making. Always, right? So in this little stirrup, man, we're gonna put some fresh spinach in here. We got some arugula. So the arugula is a salad leaf, but it's got a nice little peppery flavor to it, right? So I'm always thinking about more than just the protein.
Yeah.
And I look at a dish and go, okay, well, I can make this dish a vegetarian dish,
Yeah.
or I can add protein to it,
Yeah.
or I can add fish to it, right? So it gives you variety. So you mentioned the cookbook. So this third cookbook that I'm doing,
Yeah.
it's called All Good. And All Good is a double entendre. So one of the meanings, the recipes,
Yeah.
the food is going to taste good.
Yeah.
But the other meaning is I'm comprising recipes that I'm really taking extra steps to make sure it is the best ingredients. So in all things in cooking, there's different levels.
Yeah.
Salt, something as simple as that. Salt. In America, you can get kosher salt, you can get sea salt,
Yeah.
you can get iodized salt.
Yeah.
Now, the first two I mentioned, they're a natural product.
They're natural.
Okay?
Yeah.
Kosher salt comes from the salt mine,
Uh-huh.
natural product.
Uh-huh.
Sea salt comes from the sea,
Yeah.
full of minerals.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Nutrients.
That's
right?
why it's pricey. I know.
Okay.
Yeah.
Iodized salt is man-made.
Yeah, it's man-made.
Doesn't bring anything to the table.
Yeah.
When you use a pure form of something,
Yeah.
you use less.
Yeah.
And it's better for your system.
Yes.
And so in America, we've gotten to the point where food, the production of it, how we serve it, how we prepare it, has all gone to the wayside. It's all become secondary,
Jeez.
right?
Yeah.
So that's why you see chickens, like I see the chickens that you guys have.
Yeah.
Your chicken might be 1.5 pounds.
Yeah.
Our chickens are 3 pounds.
It's 3 pounds.
Why? Because they're shooting it up.
Yeah. Ooh,
Antibiotics.
yeah,
Right.
yeah.
Chemicals.
Yes.
In the chicken. The beef.
Yes.
Cows should normally eat grass.
Yes.
Nope. In America, we're gonna feed them grass in the beginning, but then it's gonna be fed with grain for the last few months of his life to fatten them up.
Yeah.
Right. This is my country.
Yeah.
It's all about the dollar,
Commercial.
right? The commercial of it,
Yeah. Yeah.
and not keeping the people in mind.
Healthy.
Right? So,
Yeah. Man, yeah, that's big.
right?
Yeah, that's and also serious.
Yeah.
You don't wanna, when you don't have proper diet,
Right.
you'll keep on going to the hospital more than
Yes.
even for small illness.
Whatever it is. man.
Whatever is supposed to be taken care of with,
Exactly.
with a better diet, with a
Exactly.
good diet, you end up taking pills and stuff
Right.
like that,
And so,
Yeah.
going back to what you were saying about
Yeah.
knowing, telling
Yeah.
that story.
Yeah.
So I feel like it's a part of my mission, because in America, black people lead
Yeah.
in all the negative health disparities.
Yeah, diabetes, all that stuff.
Diabetes, hypertension,
Yeah.
cancer,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Stroke,
Yes.
all these things. Part of that is because we don't know.
It's the diet.
We don't know any
We don't
better.
know. Uh-huh.
We don't know any better.
Yeah.
So I feel like my job,
Yeah.
part of my job, one of my jobs,
Yeah.
is to teach them so they know better. I feel if we know better, we do better.
Yeah.
Right?
That's true.
So, so that's why you always see vibrancy,
Yeah.
color,
Yes.
vegetables.
Yeah.
And so with this book, I was
Uh-huh.
like, man, all my years of experience, let me put a book together that has everything in it.
Yeah.
So in this book, I have a chapter on vegetarian. I have a chapter on gluten-free. I have a
Yeah.
chapter on non-dairy food. There's a lot
Yeah.
of people that can't eat dairy anymore.
Yeah, there's a lot.
Right?
Yeah.
So I feel it's important to put it all in one book.
Yeah. Yeah.
One-stop shop.
Yeah.
So if you want to learn how to cook, or if you think you're a decent cook and you want to elevate your game,
Yeah.
or you think you're a really good cook and you want to elevate your game,
Yeah.
I got recipes for everybody in this book.
Yeah.
I got
And these are original recipes.
of course. Who else would they
Yeah.
be?
Yeah.
Right? Come on, man.
Original recipes.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm the Don.
Yeah. 30 years is not a joke.
30 years.
Yeah. 30 years is not a joke.
So-
that's what I say. You belong to the community now.
Yeah, man. I agree with that.
Yeah.
statement. I do.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's part of the purpose.
Yes.
So I agree with
Yes.
that. I agree with that statement
Yes.
wholeheartedly, Juice.
Yes, yes. Oh wow, man! I'm very much impressed, man. But what you just said
Yeah.
is all true about what's going on right now.
Right.
Because a lot of people and big companies,
Yes.
they're all focused
Oh,
on
man.
making the dollar, big dollar.
That's it.
But they're not focused in keeping people healthy.
No.
So how many chefs, other chefs that you know that are doing what you're doing?
There's a handful.
There's a handful.
There's a handful. Matter of fact, we talked earlier. I have a
Yeah.
couple of mentees
Yeah.
that have definitely, taken out of the same page. They do healthy stuff too, man.
See what I say?
They get it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
Oh wow.
it's not just, and they're classically trained too. So
Yeah.
we ain't cut corners. We went to culinary school.
Yeah.
We worked in proper places.
Yeah.
I spent 4 years in Europe,
Yeah, whoa.
working for European chefs and
Yeah.
in restaurants and hotels, right? So we gonna learn the way it needs to be done. But then, if you're any good, you're gonna find your way.
Yeah.
You're gonna do your own thing.
Definitely.
Right?
Yeah, because that's always the bigger
Yeah,
plan
man.
for anybody that has a vision.
Exactly.
Anybody that has a vision, because some people they're comfortable where they are.
Yeah,
but I
no,
like
man.
when you get out of your comfort zone.
gotta get out of your comfort zone,
and
bro.
you get inspired
Yeah, man.
to do your own thing.
We all,
Yeah.
as Sly Stone says, everybody's a star.
Yeah, everybody's a star.
Everybody's a star.
Yeah, nobody was born to be under anybody.
No. Everybody's a star.
Yeah, remember that. Everybody is a star.
That's right.
You are a star. Yeah.
I believe that.
Yeah, man. We're going to take a short break, and when we come back with Mr. Marvin.
Sitting at the table.
I told you. I came here hungry. And what you're seeing here is African excellence. This is what we want to highlight every time we roll the camera.
I like it.
For us, by us. When I say this is Africa, you say what?
Yebo.
Say yebo. We're going to be right back. Hey. Yeah, man. It's war. It's war. Machete. No. I like vibes. Energy. It's deep. What is machete? Okay, this is lighting. We're gonna. Yebo. Welcome back to the African Connection. And this show is all about African excellence, from everything, from the arts, foods, anything that is positive to the community, So the most important part.
Most important part.
The most important part is here. So, Mr. Chef,
Yeah.
Marvin Woods.
Yeah.
I see a lot of color, what you say.
A lot of color.
Yeah, there's a lot.
Spinach.
Yeah.
Arugula.
Yes.
Bell peppers.
Yes.
Tomatoes.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah.
Vibrant.
Yes, vibrant.
You know, the other thing is, too,
Yeah.
we eat with our eyes first.
Oh, yeah.
Always, right?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
So if it looks good,
Yeah. Then,
we betting that it's going to taste good.
exactly. And also, they say food is a vibration. If
It
you eat
is.
Yeah. Yeah.
It is.
It's a vibration.
Agreed.
So, if you eat bad food, you can't meditate. You eat good food, everything is flawless, you know?
Yes. I
Yeah,
like it.
so let me start with
Yeah, get in there, man.
Yeah.
Get in there. Get in there.
You're right, bro.
It's not bad.
You know what? For salad eaters, this is wicked. This is wicked. You know? By Chef Marvin Woods.
Yeah.
Man, I feel sorry for the cameraman.
Because he's still hungry.
Yeah.
Both of you came hungry. Only one of you get to eat.
We came hungry. I'm the one who's eating first. Yeah, man. So, on your menu, definitely this one is going to be on there.
Yeah.
What do you call this? What's the name? The real name for this?
Kenyan hash.
Kenyan hash.
I just made it.
Yeah?
So,
Yeah?
you know, the beautiful thing about being a chef, man, is, and this is another thing that I have to right the wrong and the misconception.
Yeah.
I can't speak here because I haven't been here long enough,
Yeah.
but I can tell you in America,
Yeah.
there's people that, whether they go to culinary school or not, they might boil water for 6 months and then they want to call themselves a chef.
No way.
And going back to the comment that you made earlier, it's at least 10 years, man. 10 years of
Right.
grinding, 10 years of putting the time in, the hours in, learning, being tutored, getting the tutelage to become a chef. And then that's the beginning of it.
Yeah.
You never know everything in this industry,
No.
ever.
No.
You're constantly learning.
Yeah.
Things that I did 20 years ago, man, I don't do a lot of those things anymore. Some of the foundational stuff I do, making stocks and sauces, this, that, and the other thing, but food evolves all the time.
Yeah.
And so one of the biggest trends, and I've seen this already, I've eaten around Nairobi, a couple restaurants,
Yeah.
Korean influence.
Yeah.
20 years ago, there was no Korean influence on everybody's menu.
Yeah.
Now,
It-
everywhere you go, man, whether stateside, European side, or in the continent of Africa, you see Korean influence.
Yeah.
And so I didn't grow up making Korean food.
Yeah.
So this is my example, right? If I'm going to be with the trends, I got to pick up some of that. I got to go back to school and learn some of that.
Yeah.
And that's what I've done over my career. Like me doing vegetarian food and vegan food, I had to go back to school
Yeah.
and become certified in those things.
Yeah.
Because when you go to culinary school, you are becoming classically trained. You're learning
Yeah.
all about European food,
The standard, yeah,
right?
yeah.
Predominantly French.
Yeah.
But then you still have to practice it. You have to become an expert in it. Chef also means chief
Yeah.
in French. It means chief.
Yeah.
So again, if you only have a year or two doing this, how you become a chief? You can't be a chief,
You can.
right?
Yeah.
You have to have years of experience, man.
There's a process.
It's a process.
Yeah, there's nothing like a shortcut. And I see a lot of people wearing that hat,
Yeah.
wearing the jacket.
Yeah.
The white jacket, is it white or whatever?
Call themselves chef.
Yeah. Not everybody's a chef. Did you hear me? Not everyone is a chef out there. There's no shortcut for this thing.
And so-
Mr. Marvin has been doing this for 30 years.
Yeah.
You know?
So I basically went in the refrigerator and just pulled some stuff out and made it.
Look at that.
But that's what a chef does.
That's
Man.
amazing.
Just give me some ingredients.
Yeah.
I'm gonna make something. I'm gonna make some magic. You know what I'm saying? That's what we
That's
do.
art. That's art, man.
That's what we do.
Yeah, that's what I told the cameraman.
Yeah, man.
You know, Mr. Marvin, you need to give him space.
Yeah.
He's going to be all over the place here.
Yeah.
You know, but yeah, man. So, by the way, Mr. Marvin makes his own sauces too. All these sauces,
Yeah.
once we set up the restaurant, we're going to make a lot of noise. And definitely, they're going to be available at,
Yeah.
the
That's the goal.
at
In
the
grocery
restaurant.
store.
And also, if all goes well, because the vision is big, it's going to be all over the supermarkets.
Yeah.
For us, by us. So, Another thing, you talked about soul food.
Yeah. Ooh.
I want you to talk about the soul food from the South. I remember when I came to America, every black American.
Yeah.
I remember I used to date a black American from down south,
Yeah.
from Carolinas,
Yeah.
Winston-Salem. And she told us, man, you guys, man, yeah, your food is like ours, but wait until you go down to the South, I'll make you some soul food.
Yeah.
Can you explain a little bit?
I can.
Because many of these people, they hear that the soul food in rap music, in R&B, most likely if you listen to a lot of rap
Yeah.
from down south, people like Goody Mob, remember they sang a song about soul food?
Yeah.
Can you explain about the soul food so that
can.
these people can understand? Because soul food has some African influence in it.
Oh, for sure.
A lot of it.
For sure.
Yeah.
So the first thing I would say is I think the generic definition of the word soul food, I don't care where you go in the world, that culture has their own soul food. Yeah. It's something very simple. If you go to Italy, pasta is their soul food.
Yeah.
They have over 1,000 different types of noodles, okay, that they own that. That is something that they have created.
Yeah.
They own it.
Yeah.
Okay. But let's talk about the definition and the variation that you talk about right now. So again, this came in a time in America, African Americans needed something to claim for their own, to say that it was theirs.
Yeah.
So again, as you know, there was slavery, and slavery happened for a long period of time. And then after slavery, there was still more slavery, just wasn't as pronounced, but it was still there.
Yeah.
So around the 70s, when you had artists, R&B artists, James Browns of the world, right?
Yeah.
You had Jim Brown, who was a football player, but he was an artist
Yeah.
on the football
Yeah, I remember
field.
him.
Okay?
Jim Brown, yeah.
You had people that were speaking out about the civil rights wrongs,
Yeah.
and they wanted to claim something.
Yeah.
And so the food that was coming out of the South, that also again came from this terrible time in our history, was a certain things, certain ingredients, certain ways to cook, because that's all we could get.
Yeah.
It's all we can have, right? So we were stripped of our land, stripped of our culture, etc., brought to this foreign place,
Yeah.
then enslaved, told you can't speak, told you can't,
The language, yeah.
you can't live your life.
Yeah.
This is all you got. So again, creating something out of nothing is where soul food comes from.
Man.
It's the food that's cooked from the soul of black people.
Yeah.
And so one of the reasons why you always see certain things, fried chicken,
Yeah.
that was in abundance.
Yeah.
The slave masters, and then that stuck, so that was something that we always prepared.
Yeah.
And it made us feel a sense of home, soulful,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Greens,
Yeah.
which, to your point,
Collard greens and all
right,
that. Yeah.
collard greens for us,
Yeah.
but for you guys it's callaloo and other dark greens,
Yes.
right? But again,
Okay.
that came over, and so that stuck.
Yeah.
And so there's always some type of dark leafy green.
Yeah.
And you take it a step further, if you go to Jamaica, you go to the Caribbean, they too use callaloo.
Callaloo,
They too
yeah.
have dark leafy
Yeah.
greens, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So there's this thread, man, that just connects the dots of the people that look like us, right?
Yeah.
As we talk about the diaspora.
Yeah, the diaspora,
right?
yeah.
America's just part of that. The southern part of the states is just a part of that diaspora. But that's where that soul food thing comes from.
Wow, yeah.
Cornbread, fried chicken, collard greens, candied yams,
Yeah.
right? Which, sweet potatoes and yams are two different things.
Yeah.
Right? Yams grow here.
Yeah.
We grow sweet potatoes. Or actually vice versa. Sweet potatoes grow here, we grow yams, but marketing
Yeah.
back in the day started, these are candied yams. But, okay. But it's an orange tubular that we all relate to,
Yeah.
and we turn it into magic. If you go real deep, you'll see some chitlins on the menu.
Yeah, chitlins, yeah.
Chicken livers.
Yeah, what are chitlins?
Chitlins are pig innards.
Yeah.
right?
So some people don't know because all these things, African Americans have sung this stuff in their music. You can hear the story
Yeah.
of people never listen. You need to listen to, again, somebody like James Brown,
Ray Charles
Ray
sang
Charles,
about it.
Sam Cooke, all these-
Aretha.
yeah, Aretha Franklin.
All them people.
When you're listening to this stuff, it's not only about booty shaking.
No, man.
It's about the life of African Americans.
Yeah.
You need to listen very
Yeah.
carefully because
Yeah.
I remember Hima Sekela told me one time, if you want to know the culture of a people, listen to the music.
Yes.
Listen to the music.
Yes.
That's where you're gonna get the story.
Totally agree.
So I'm appealing to those who like to listen to uplift, even in the music, in the gospel music.
Yeah.
I went to one time. Our friends invited us to the churches,
Okay.
and African Americans type of worship
Yeah.
is similar
Yeah.
to what you see here in Africa.
Yeah.
About the churches. What are they? Spiritual African churches. I have friends in the Caribbean. They told me, hey, you guys, you just worship like us.
Right.
There is some type of energy.
Yeah. Oh, man.
Man,
For sure.
you don't know. When you find a big lady playing the organ, you know what I mean? You don't know. You know, now you know. You go check it out. People like Aretha Franklin,
Yeah.
they're playing
Yes.
the piano.
That's how she started out.
All these people
In
stand from the
gospel.
church. Yeah, so
Listen, Sam Cooke
yeah.
started out in gospel.
yeah,
How people don't realize
almost
that?
all of them.
Almost all of them.
Almost all of them.
Almost all of them.
Yeah. So what I'm saying is, you really explained very well about. I didn't know. Now I know. I knew partially about
Sure.
soul food,
Sure.
but now I know more because I've interacted with a lot of African Americans.
Yes.
That's one I will not lie to you. I've had a lot till today.
Yeah.
Across America, I know a lot of African Americans.
Of course.
And the number one thing when I stepped in America was to know about our people in the diaspora.
But even a lot of our people,
Well,
a
yeah.
lot of our African American people don't
Yeah.
know the history. Because they come up in white schools.
Yeah, it's very
And
important.
so these are things that are typically taught in the book, right?
And also even the story of slavery, it's not
Yeah,
taught
it's not taught
in the books.
It's not, man.
It's not.
It's not.
You have
So
to make sure you teach that to your kids.
we have to take control of the narrative.
We have to.
We have to tell these stories.
We have to.
And more. And encourage other people to tell these stories.
Yeah.
Right?
We have to.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have kids in America. We went to school in America. And these are some of the things that's been bothering me for years.
Yeah.
We cannot let these things go like that.
No.
We gotta make sure the next generation,
We have a responsibility.
thinks about building their own. Just like, what do you call this place? The Black Wall Street.
Yeah.
We want to bring that back.
In Oklahoma, man.
Yeah, in Oklahoma.
So again, I didn't
Yeah.
learn about that in school.
Yeah. Yeah.
When I was much older, I learned
Yeah.
about this.
Yeah.
Okay?
I learned this when I passed through Oklahoma.
Yeah.
And I was
Crazy.
like,
It's crazy.
hey, black people had their own Wall
Yeah.
Street. That was
Yeah,
really
if you don't
private.
know, there was a time in America where in Oklahoma, black people had their own territory in a space in Oklahoma. They had their own buses, they had their own currency, they had their own banks. It was considered what they call Black Wall Street. And it was destroyed.
By the government.
Yep.
Yeah, by their own tax
Yep.
money.
That's right.
Because they used the military
That's
planes to bomb.
They bombed.
Yeah. Go look it up. Go look it up. Yeah, the Black Wall Street.
Yeah.
In Tulsa.
Bombed
Oklahoma, right?
America, yeah.
Yeah.
Oklahoma.
I've been there several times and
So
there's a museum there already.
Hey, so here's another connection for you music lovers.
Yes.
That's where the Gap Band's from.
The Gap Band come from Oklahoma.
They come
Yeah.
from Tulsa, Oklahoma.
Yeah.
Gap Band is an acronym for a radio station from Tulsa, Oklahoma.
From Tulsa.
That's why they named themselves that. Because they wanted when they
Ah.
were stepping out on stage in different places, they wanted to represent home.
That's really cool. I didn't know
That's what
about
it
that now. You taught me something.
Listen, man.
You see, you can never stand on your own. You gotta have somebody
Yeah,
to
gotta
hold
be-
your hand
yeah, for sure.
and show you the right way. Somebody that you're in the same wavelength.
Yeah.
Not the person that is on the other side. If you see somebody is not on your wavelength, abandon that ship quickly.
Quickly.
Yeah, abandon it because they're gonna lose you. You know, they're gonna make you get lost.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, you've really. Yeah, we're gonna take a short break.
All right.
And wow,
Plate's clean.
clean, 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 clean. That food was yummy, for real. It was yummy. Not just because I was hungry, but the food
Was yummy.
was yummy.
All right, good.
Because those are fresh vegetables and a little bit of chicken in there.
Yeah.
He threw in a little bit of some spices. And yeah, man, we're going to be right back. And now, when we come back, we're going to talk about the books.
Okay.
Or the books that Mr. Marvin has written. And also...
The new one that's coming out.
And the new one that is coming out.
Yep.
When I say this is Africa, you say what?
Yay,
We're going to be right back.
All right.
Yay! Yebo, yebo, welcome back with Mr. Marvin, Mr. Marvo. We're going to call him Marvo now. That's Marvo is a Kenyan slang for Marvin, Marvo.
Okay.
Yeah, man.
Got it.
So that's your name from today.
Okay.
Yeah, Marvo.
All right, that's
So
good.
we are here with Chef Marvo, and he's got 3 books.
Yeah.
He's written 3 books. And maybe briefly, you can talk about the first one, the second one,
Yeah,
and
that's
the third one. And
Well, there's a story. There's a story. So I'll talk about the first one because
Okay.
the first one, you know, we talked about it a little bit earlier in the
In the
first
kitchen.
part of the segment.
Yeah.
The new low country cooking. So I wanted to do something that had our influence,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And so I wrote this book, and you know, through that I learned about rice coming to the States and becoming
I didn't know that, man.
yeah, huge,
Yeah,
right?
I didn't know that.
But
Yeah.
the other piece of this is, again, this is a platform. So I want to share this part of the story.
Yeah.
So I wrote this first book. I got it signed with a publisher. This book is over 22 years old. Came out in 2000. So it's 23 years old, actually. And so publishing is like a record deal.
It is.
They give you a few dollars and you go off and you make the book. What do I mean by that? So I'm coming into something that I don't know anything about.
Yeah.
I don't know how to put a book together. Don't know how to write a book. So you need an editor.
Yeah.
I'm not a photographer. I got to hire a photographer.
We need a team.
Right.
Yeah.
So the money that they give you initially is for the making, the production of the book.
Yeah.
And then you have to go off and market it.
Yeah.
So just like a movie comes out or a record album comes out, now you go city to city and you market it. Okay. So the way the deal works is they give you this money up front. They say, okay, once this money is paid back, then you get 25 cents on the dollar or whatever it
The
is.
usual.
Okay? What I didn't know is how the game is set up. So you have that first part of the game. What they don't tell you is, hey, if you don't make bestseller in the first 2 weeks, we start dumping your book. Meaning, initially the book comes out, it's
of the shelf.
$29 retail.
Yeah.
If you don't make bestseller in the first 2 weeks, okay, now it's $20
Yeah.
or $15. Whoever wants to buy a bulk of the books, then they'll buy the books, right? And so you never really make that money back. It's really hard
To make
to make that money back because the biggest buyer of this book at one point was Oprah Winfrey.
Oh.
Oprah Winfrey was starting a book club.
Yeah.
And Oprah Winfrey said, hey, if you sign up for my book club,
Yeah.
I'll give you this book for 5 cents. A nickel.
A nickel for a whole book.
So, hey, right. So it went from
Exploitation.
$29 to 5 cents.
For real.
It's a true story.
That's exploitation, man.
True story.
Yeah.
Now, she didn't have anything to do with that part of it, but that's how the contract's set up. The
Yeah.
contract is, we're going to print 10,000 books.
Jeez.
We're going to get rid of these books any way we see fit.
So you better take the nickel or you keep the books.
And you hear this story, especially in America. I can't speak about outside of the
Yeah.
States. But you hear this kind of story in the music industry, you know, be it R&B, be it rap,
Yeah.
doesn't matter.
Yeah.
It's the same thing in publishing. It's
Yeah,
the
that's
same
why
thing
you always
in
hear
book
like
work.
somebody had money, they had the fame, but they died broke.
Yeah, I broke.
Yeah.
Well, this is one
it's
of the
because of
reasons why.
all these things.
This
the
is one of the
hidden,
reasons
the
why. Yeah,
hidden
man.
things behind the scenes.
Exactly.
You know?
So, fast forward to tape.
Yeah.
The book I'm doing now is called All Good. I talked a little bit about All Good. All Good is a self-published book. Mm-hmm. I'm putting my own money up. Mm-hmm. I had 2 photographers that I paid out of my pocket.
Yeah.
I had 3 editors that I paid out of my pocket. Mm-hmm. But at the end of the day, I look at it like this. Once it's printed,
yeah,
if it sells for $10, once I pay off the cost of making the book,
then you're going to be left
it's
with
my
something.
money.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And so and so the other piece of this is too, we have opportunities to reach a lot of people, right? But at the end of the day, reaching a lot of people and how you do it is important. So something like Amazon.
Yeah.
So you can get your product on Amazon, but Amazon gonna take 33%.
Yeah. Yeah.
33%.
That's a lot. So
Why?
what are you going to be left with if you get the cost
Yes.
of the book?
Right.
Because you're printing the book with your money.
Exactly. So why would I do something like that? So I just want people to be smart. Understand
Yeah.
that there's
It's
more
just like
ways.
the music. It's
man.
just like the music business. Because per CD, I remember a CD we used to get like, I don't know, $2 out of a CD.
Yeah.
So selling the CDs off when we were on the road, out of the trunk, we kept all the money.
Yeah.
When you get the cost out, the way you say it, a CD used to go for $15.
Right.
We get the $5 out,
Right.
and then you're remaining with that, with the printing and all that, maybe $8
Right.
is yours.
Right.
So it was better for us when
That's
you go
right.
on tour
That's right.
to sell the CDs. The same thing that happened to Prince.
Yeah.
If you remember Prince,
I do remember.
He went the other way.
Exactly.
With the label.
Yep.
They were losing a big chunk of money.
Yeah.
Prince was smart.
Yeah.
So he wasn't like Michael Jackson was waiting for everything to happen
Yeah.
for him. Yeah. But Prince took the bull by the horn.
Because he understood.
He
the
produced
game.
his own shows
Yeah.
to capacity.
Yeah.
When you're buying the ticket to get the concert,
Yep.
you're buying with a CD.
Yep. It's brilliant.
That one was
Brilliant.
The label lost a lot of money.
Brilliant.
Go look it up. Go look it up. How much money Prince made
Yeah.
during the tour? It was in millions
Yeah. It's brilliant.
of dollars.
It's brilliant.
And the label was like, oh no, we can't afford for another, because the trend.
Yeah.
A lot of musicians were adapting to that trend.
Yeah.
Wu-Tang Clan.
Yeah.
They were selling their own merchandise.
Yeah.
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 So I hear what you say.
So just to add to that, if you don't know, it's the reason why he left his name Prince
Yeah.
and went to the symbol. And why? Because on contract, he was contracted as Prince. So by leaving the name Prince
Yeah.
and just going by the symbol, is how he had the loophole.
Yeah. Can you imagine?
That's brilliant.
Even that's
That's brilliant, bro.
That was revolutionary.
That's brilliant, bro.
Yeah, it's just like Snoop.
Yeah.
Snoopy Dogg.
Yeah.
He changed it to Snoop Dogg.
Yeah.
You gotta be smart, man. And all these things now, with the social media and the internet, you can do this stuff quickly.
Yeah.
That's
you,
also
you can also learn too
Yeah.
how to do it
and how to own
avoid
your
these
own
pitfalls.
stuff. Yeah.
man.
How to become
masters.
Yeah.
Own your
Own
stuff.
your masters.
Own your stuff.
So the book industry is just like the music industry
Yeah.
and any other business.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And this is also another example.
Yeah.
Podcast.
Yeah.
You own the content.
That's what I'm saying.
You're not asking for a studio to
No.
come. You own the content.
I own the content, and
Listen.
also there's nobody to tell us you say this on the script.
Yeah.
No, you're not supposed to say this on
Yeah.
the script.
Yeah.
No, we're saying the way we're
Exactly.
keeping it the way it is.
Exactly.
Because it's the truth.
Keeping it real.
And we are honest about it.
Exactly.
100%.
Yeah.
Now we're going on the second book. Is it the second or third book?
So the second book is called Home Plate. So
Yes.
I had we talked about this a little bit at the top.
Yeah.
I had a television show.
Yeah.
And so I had a television show for 4 years. And so
You had a television show.
yeah, cooking show.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
And I know that cable company.
Yeah, turn us out.
Oh, yeah, we used to watch that every time.
Yeah.
Mr. Marvin had a TV show.
Yeah.
For how many years?
4 years.
4 years.
Yeah.
Yeah, pick on, man.
Yeah. So Home Plate was the show. And then after 2.5 years of shooting, we decided we were going to take a bunch of our hit recipes and
Wow.
put them in a book.
Why?
And so we put out a book called Home Plate. And listen, both of these books are out of print, But you can find them on the market. You can find them on Amazon
Because,
or any type of online service. You can find those books. And so that was that book. And so that deal, it was a partnership with the television station and the publisher.
Yeah.
Ted Turner got older. He sold his network. He sold the baseball team.
Yeah.
And so that book went away because once he sold Turner South.
That Ted Turner is the owner of CNN.
Exactly.
The CNN,
CNN,
guy.
TBS, TNT, Cartoon Network.
Yeah. All of that.
He was a beast. And so when he sold when he retired from the company and sold his network, Fox bought the network.
Wow. Oh, yeah.
Part of the deal, all that original content would get boxed up and put into a warehouse. Yeah, man. True story.
Wow.
True story.
So all that, because I know Fox is always controversial.
Yeah.
And so all that content,
Yeah.
they said,
What they wanted was the baseball rights, which they have now, or they purchased that.
Wow.
But all the original content from that network, you can't.
Warehouse.
And the other piece of it was stripping it from offline. So the show was called Home Plate, and the network was called Turner South. It's very hard to find anything online with those two names or titles.
wow.
Yeah, man.
You see, man, you see the thing that we're talking about?
So
you need to own your own stuff.
have to.
Yeah, you have to.
'Cause
Start
you think-
small, own your own stuff.
You think you know you moving and shaking.
Yeah.
You got a platform.
Yeah.
You moving and shaking, and then the people that own it, if they decide to go left or right,
You see what I'm saying? Somebody
out.
said,
you out.
I remember even in the NBA,
Yeah.
somebody said, I forgot who it was, the person that writes the check to Mr. Jordan,
Yeah,
he's the one that calls the shot.
that's right.
It's not the star that you see in there.
Nah, man.
It's good to own your own stuff.
Yeah.
I like because they woke up and they are now owning
Yeah,
all those teams.
yeah.
It's good to own your stuff.
Have to.
Tell your own story
Yeah.
and call your own shots.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. So the third book, because I see there's one, the third book is right here.
This is the first one.
This is the first one. This is the first one.
That's the one. That's the new Low Country one. That's the one that I
Yeah.
talked about, rice.
This is the first one.
That's the first one, man.
You
That's
see, it's a learning experience.
23 years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
23 years.
20 years old. 23 years old, that book.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Can you see it nicely? Yebo. Mr. Marvin, man, is a superstar. He's a superstar chef. So when he brings this to Nairobi, I'll be the #1 customer. Every weekend I'll be there. There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Oh, man. Ah, man.
Yeah.
This, for whoever is watching this, we hope you're just going to pick up something or a lesson to learn.
Yeah,
Because
hopefully.
Marvin doesn't want you to go through that. For those who are in the music business, of course,
Yeah.
they don't want you to go through what they went through.
Artist period, man.
Yeah,
Artist
so
period.
it's good.
Sculpting, painting,
Yeah.
any type of art, man.
Yeah,
Any type of art.
yeah,
You know, you may have this amazing skill and this amazing talent.
yeah.
It's important to understand the business aspect of it.
I'm telling you, man.
It is.
Yeah. Yeah. So, for us, by us, welcome back. So, Mr. Marvin, tell us your future plans because I see we're going to adopt you. You're going to become a Kenyan very soon.
Okay.
With or without the government's permission, you are Kenyan.
I like it.
I've baptized you. You are Kenyan.
All right.
From today onwards, Mr. Marvo.
I like it.
Because you're bringing good tidings.
Yeah.
You're going to be bringing employment here.
Yeah.
You're going to be bringing out,
Yeah.
some new stuff to the market. What do you have?
New energy.
Yeah.
So one of the things we're talking about doing is obviously this chicken concept, this restaurant, right?
Yeah.
And I think out the gate, we'll probably do a couple pop-ups
Yeah.
just to get people acclimated with, what I'm bringing to the table and how I get down,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
But the other piece of that is we have these sauces and spices that
Yeah.
are from the diaspora.
Yeah.
That's going to also coincide with the restaurant, but we're going to have to stand on its own too.
Yeah.
Right. And so, back to the point that you continue to make, there's a lot of people that have made money or have advanced themselves off of the backs
Yeah.
of blacks.
Yeah.
we have to start taking the bull by the horns.
Oh, we have to.
We have to start driving the bus.
We have to.
We have the talent. We have the skill. We have the wherewithal.
Yeah.
You know, things have changed so much now where
Yeah.
it's a lot easier to get into business or start a business or move about the world, etc.
Yeah.
And so, you know, I'm very excited to come here and do something. You know, we don't have an exact date yet. We have to find the right location,
Yeah.
obviously.
Yeah, no, that's going to be
that's
a
important.
little headache, but it's going to
Yeah.
work out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of people here, and I think a lot of people would appreciate something different.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Not everybody,
Yeah.
but there's a lot of people that would appreciate something different.
Yeah,
And so,
we would like you know, our people to come from the diaspora, come back home.
Yeah.
Come back home. Welcome home, you know. This place, there's potential, you've seen it. Nairobi is not to go, you know, I don't know. The perception that people have back right there.
Yeah.
What can you tell them? Are we in a forest right now?
no, definitely
no,
not.
we're not.
No, this is mainstream city right here.
Yeah. Yeah,
You know?
Nairobi is like the
Mainstream.
New York of Africa.
Yeah, man, for sure.
Yeah.
So,
you know. Yeah, man.
So, Wi-Fi is amazing.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Kenya's number
I've been
number
at
7 on
5
Wi-Fi.
bars since
Yeah.
I've been here.
Yeah.
So
it's solid.
you
It's
know.
pretty much solid. I think it's number 6 or number 7.
Yeah, I believe it.
Yeah.
I believe it.
It's in the top 10 of you know.
And so, you know, and that's the other thing. So it obviously, because of this platform, you're broadcasting
Yeah.
far and wide,
Yeah.
outside of the continent of the motherland, outside of Nairobi, outside
Yeah.
of Kenya.
Yeah.
So people all around the world can know, man, those pictures and visions that you've seen 20-something years ago, again, and they weren't projected by us.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
It was them projecting those.
It was them.
That ain't what Africa is.
No.
That is Africa. Most of the countries are first world countries.
Yes.
They have all the things that you can get anywhere else in the world.
That's
so,
true.
You know, let's stop playing that game.
Nice.
It's that simple.
Yeah, we're tired.
Come on,
Yeah,
man.
we're tired.
Let's stop playing that game.
Yeah.
You know, produce everything.
Yeah.
You produce your own coffee, your own tea. There's so many things, and everywhere I go, there's so much vegetation.
Yeah,
There's
a lot.
so much. You know, there are a lot of plenty of
There's
street
plenty of
vendors.
land here. Come
Man,
here. Welcome here.
tomatoes,
Yeah.
mangoes,
Yes.
pineapple, coconut. It all grows here. It's all
Yeah.
fresh. You can buy it on the street, anywhere on the street. You can just buy this stuff, right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
let's stop playing these games like, oh, Africa's third world country and they ain't got no money and they don't grow anything and they got to
Yeah.
stop it.
Yeah. Thank you very much, man. Hey, Mr. Marvin, man. Yeah, you had it. You had
Yeah.
it. My friends out there, my African American friends.
Get your passport right.
Yeah,
get on a plane.
Get your passport.
Come check it.
Yeah, come check it out. You know, come check out the motherland. Is right now it's winter in America, but right now we're in summertime. You know,
Exactly.
We're enjoying the air conditioner. You know,
Yeah.
At some of the houses we don't need even the AC.
Yeah.
The house is automatic.
I love the breeze that's here.
Yeah.
It's such a natural breeze
Yeah,
man, that blows.
these people, man, they need to
in
know
that
that.
weather. Man.
Mr. Marvin, I'm gonna campaign about this stuff because
it's gorgeous.
we travel all over the place.
Yes.
And when I go to America, I'm gonna go to all those popular spots.
Yeah.
Especially with our black folk. Like
Yeah.
I know in DC,
Yeah,
there's
yeah.
Chili Bowl. I've eaten there. You know
Yeah,
it.
I do.
There's all those black joints. I would like these people to come and invest back here
Yeah.
in Africa.
Yeah.
Come back to the African
Yeah.
continent.
Yeah.
And And how about the music? Do you like the music here?
Oh, I love it.
You
I
love the
it.
music?
Yeah, man. Oh, man.
Do you love Jabali Africa, man?
Yeah. So it's definitely in the last, call it 6 months,
Yeah.
man, the Afro beats
Yeah. You see? It's
taking over the radio vibes,
I'm
man.
telling
in
you,
the
man.
States,
Yeah.
more so than, you know, one time reggaeton was running for a minute, but reggaeton wasn't heard everywhere. You could hear reggaeton some places,
Yeah.
right?
But now it's
Afro beats,
Afrobeat
you
is
hear everywhere.
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 You could be on an elevator.
Yeah.
It don't matter. You
Yeah.
won't hear Afrobeat.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Everybody's listening to it.
Yeah.
Man, and I love that because
Yeah.
what I'm hearing is there's a lot of people that look like us that are in control of that destiny.
That's the
They
thing.
own the music.
That's the thing.
They own the production.
You gotta
know,
own
right?
it. You gotta own
That's
it.
a beautiful thing.
You have to own it.
That's a beautiful thing.
Yeah, if you don't want to end up like the rest of the superstars,
Yeah.
that you always read the sad news every time.
Yeah.
Oh, so and so only reached 50,
Yes.
60. You know, and you know,
Yeah.
there's always things behind it with troubled record contracts, troubled contracts with.
Yeah.
I don't know. We have to be in full control of our stuff, our destiny.
Yeah.
We need to look at the manufacturing. We just don't want to be known for.
Agreed.
I'm going to repeat it again. For booty shaking all over social media. No, we want to be known for making good food, music, arts. Arts is life.
Yeah.
Inventions.
Yeah.
You know, in medicine, all that stuff. We want to be known for that stuff.
Yeah.
You know, we want to be able to control our coltan, our uranium, you know, and be on the bargaining table on not a 60-40%. You know, the Africans, we take the 60%. The other guys, we roll with the terms. They roll with our terms. Yeah, man. So anyways, Mr. Marvin.
Yes, sir.
It was nice having you, man.
It was my pleasure, man.
And we're going to have Mr. Marvin again. When he starts the restaurant, we're going to reveal the name. We're going to reveal the name later on.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
Oh, we'll have a nice little
we're
build
gonna
up.
we're gonna have a nice build
We'll
up.
invite some of you.
Yeah.
Come to a little opening party.
Yeah. Man, it was nice having you around.
It's a pleasure,
and
man.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
You're very knowledgeable about your stuff.
Hey, man.
I've learned a lot. Man.
Yeah, good.
You're very knowledgeable about, and the food was yummy too.
Thank you.
So, anyways, when I say this is Africa, you say what?
Yebo!
When I say this is Africa, you say what?
Yebo!
You're watching the African Connection, and do not forget to subscribe to our channel, Culture Hub, right there on the socials. That's on Facebook. That's on Instagram. That's on, what do you call these other social media?
IG.
And do not forget, for us by us, we have a Africa channel, a Africa platform that was formed by Andrew Kibe, one of our own. Do not forget to subscribe. That's what I'm saying. African excellence at work. We are out.
The African connection. The African.